Okay, can I ask you to introduce yourself?
My name is Greg Riddle. I'm APCO International President from the United States.
Okay, and you're here at the British APCO Exhibition Development Sessions. Really fascinated to hear your perspective on how Britain compares to America in terms of critical communications, public safety communications.
I think our countries are very similar. I think we've both progressed to a level that brings to the citizens and the population that we try to respond to and protect a level of service that is the best in the world. I think, we have for years been partners in the APCO organization. And although there is a difference in some of the ways that it's structured in each of our countries, the end result is what's important. And that, I think, is what we have in common. To provide the citizens with the highest level of information about what we can do for them and a very, very rapid and effective response.
And I guess over here in Britain, one of the big debates about the future is long-term evolution and 4G networks, for whether that should be a secure, separate network for responders or whether we should have to piggyback.
Sure.
What's the perspective in America?
Okay. We just went through this to a great degree, and we're very successful this past winter in getting our Congress to approve adequate spectrum for public safety in the LTE technology. And we've been battling that issue and working on that issue for 3 years. And I think that in our cooperative efforts with BAPCO, Australasia, APCO Canada, we have come to the realization that LTE 4G technology is going to serve, from a data perspective right now, serve public safety very well. It's going to be the first time, at least in the United States, that we've had a portion of the spectrum and a technology that will go from coast to coast and border to border, linking public safety on one network. We haven't had that in the United States in the past, and back on September 11th, the report indicated that one of the failures for public safety at that time was the fact that the first responders could not communicate back and forth between police, fire, and Port Authority police. And they felt that that was the reason that so many first responders lost their lives when the buildings collapsed, because there was no effective interchange of information that might have saved many of those first responders. Now, we are the first of the APCO organizations to have the LTE approved by the federal regulators. And I was just told by the president from APCO Canada that they're moving in that direction very quickly now, because we're so close together along the borders of the northern part of our country and the southern part of Canada. So I was very glad to hear that their regulators are going to move in the same direction. And I think it's an issue for British APCO or Great Britain, truly, not just the organization. But it is something that will bring us closer together, and it's a worldwide standard. So that's a good thing, that we can partner in trying to devise that standard on a worldwide basis for other countries that are still technologically a little bit behind where we might be. So we're very, very glad that we have this capability, and we look forward to building it out in the United States and possibly offering a platform and an understanding of how others can do it once we get through it.
Okay, that's really great. And just one more question: is there, as you've walked around the exhibition, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at all the stands yet, but is there anything that's really caught your eye? That Steph was playing with lots of gadgets in a Land Rover, which seemed to be...
Yeah, I just got back from the Australasia conference, and every country has things that are focused a little bit different because of their response modes. But I think that it is the idea is there that brings us together on what we're doing, even though it might be a different pattern, a different command and control technology setup, but we're still all doing the same thing. And like I said in the beginning, the end result is that the citizens are getting a very effective and efficient public safety first response.